Ndị be anyị daalụ unu niile o. Asị m ka ụbọchị nke taa mara na anyị mma. Asị m egbe bele ugobele nke si ibe ya ebela ka gịnị mee na ya ndị Igbo ka nkụkụ kwa ya. Asịrị m unu na ya dịrị unu mma na Eke, ya dịkwaziri unu mma n'afọ, ya dịkwaziri unu mma na Nkwọ, ya dịkwaziri unu mma n'Orie. A sịkwalụ na unu ga-adịkwa ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Mana oge ugbu a anyị kwere unu nkwa na ihe a ga na-eme n'elu akwụkwọ a bụ itinye unu ihe gbasara maka ana Igbo, ana ka Igbo ji wee bili. Ọ ife anyị kwere unu nkwa, ana ihe na-emegasị n'ala Igbo dị iche iche, ihe ọbụla gbasara maka ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo ya ka anyị ga na-etiri unu n'elu akwụkwọ a. So ọ bụla anyị gba mbọ tiri unu ya, unu kabara unu ga-echa ya bụ ife, ihe ọbụla anyị tiri unu bụ ihe na-emenụ n'obodo dị iche iche n'ala Igbo. Unu etinyelu alụ nke unu, ife unu chere gbasara maka ya bụ ife anyị tinyelu unu n'elu akwụkwọ. So n'ọbụ ya, a sịkwa m ka ụbọchị nke taa mara na anyị mma ise. Dịka o si dị, ngwa egeni ya bụ ihe gbasara maka ka ndị Igbo ji ekpe ekpele dị iche iche. Ya bụ ihe bụ gbasara maka Igbo traditional worship and idol worshiping. Gee ya bụ ife ga-esi drop ọla ife ichere gbasara maka ya bụ ife n'elu akwụkwọ. Right, over to you.
On the banking system, if we are going to have the Federal Reserve, or it is going to be called the Central Bank of Biafra. This whole thing is still Bank of Biafra. So this whole thing is still under the process. Remember, it has to go through the international financial institutions and financial systems. So it is a work that is already underway. And so that is something that follows. Immediately that is done, will be released to be released in the financial market. Thank you.
Thank you, my able PM. And I'm sure, Reverend, you've gotten that. Thank you very much. Move. Please, I am the good guy. Take the microphone, please.
Yes, good evening from my end, our able and admirable Prime Minister. My greetings to you, the co-host Ralph and Sussex, and all the cabinet members here present. It's an honor and privilege, a rare one for that matter, to have access to our PM directly through this medium. I think most of my questions have been attended to, but I just wanted some other clarification. All of these things have been put in place, but the more we ask questions, the more information are released to Biafrans. And so I just wanted to ask on a few things. Number one, on the issue of border security. We know how our bordering communities, how we are linked to states or regions that are outside of our territory. So I don't know if we, of course, everything will be digitalized as I expect. What are the plans in securing our borders? And then number two, we talked about this issue of data collection. So I want to also go back to it because it's a very important aspect of our national life. We have people that are living within Biafra territory that we are born and have lived all their life there, but whose parents are not from Biafra. So will these people, this set of generation that were born within Biafra territory, be also considered during this data collection? That's question number two.
They will not be considered.
Okay, that's noted, sir. So my last question will be on the issue of, as it is now, on the issue of, is it a liberation tax? I want to call it. Are there programs, are there plans to ensure that, because I have people asking me from Biafra land, if when it is actually made available to the public, to Biafran public, to begin to pay their taxes, can these taxes be paid without being traced by the Nigerian agents or government through the banking institution? Thank you as you attend to my question.
Thank you very much. The taxes is already being paid. Contact your state executives to know where to make your Biafra liberation tax payment. So it's already being paid. A lot of states have already started. In fact, most states have been given a mandate to the 15th of this month to have their December Biafra liberation tax. So that is already underway. So many states are already contributing. So if you are not part of it, consult your state executives and let them advise you properly. Properly identify yourself, Maka. If you come to find information, you cannot survive it. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So just to add some of us, I mean, we can also pass through the media team here for proper guidance in terms of trying to get access to these state coordinators. I don't know if that is allowed.
You can go through the medias and they will guide you.
Okay, that noted. Thank you, sir. Still waiting for the response regarding our border security, sir.
The border security is sealed and whole, and you know, I don't understand what you mean by that border security. Is there any nation that doesn't protect its border? We have been able to, first of all, be able to define our border and then deploy our immigration. And at this point, Biafra Liberation Army is the security, and Biafra Liberation Fighters, security we have. After that, normal security structure will take place, like the police and other paramilitary that will be guiding the borderline immigration and co. So for now, we are defining our borders based on those who would want to be part of Biafra. And the expansion is ongoing. So our border will be sealed, knowing fully well the kind of threat that are surrounding Biafra people. So our border will be sealed and protected. That's all I have to say at this point. Thank you. And then, Raphael, we are going to take just 2 more questions and we'll call it a day. Thank you.
Okay, 2 more questions. Who are these lucky 2? I see this American flag here, the white guy. I don't know if it's a impersonation or what. Lil E, can you please throw a question? Lil E. Lil E, are you there? With the American flag. Okay, Lil E seems not to be ready. I'll give the microphone to the one who has raised his hand. Uchenna Desmond Weke, please go ahead with your question.
Okay, thank you so much, Pastor Van Van Vam. I want to use this opportunity to thank our able Prime Minister, Your Excellency. I appreciate you so much for all that you have been doing. You have been doing, marvelous job since you took over the leadership of the government in exile. And I know that the mighty hand of God that is upon you will keep you going higher, both spiritually in soul and body, to keep this, movement, this actualization to that place we are looking forward to be able to be free and live like people and bring development to Africa.
Mazi, you don't have a question? You don't have a question?
So my question, yeah. So my question is this, before, we call it a night here, my question is this. So how about this, people, because there's answer that you gave regarding those who might be saboteurs, and that, at the running, they go in, they might try to contribute financially. So how about those who actually, sabotage to the extent that they killed some Biafrans, or they gave a command, or they did something that warranted the death of Biafrans? Because I know that every life of a Biafran is more precious than than gold or diamond. So what would be their fate after the restoration of Biafra, even if they contributed, but they actually killed Biafrans?
I can never personally forgive those who have ordered the killings of Biafrans.
Okay.
I will never forgive them.
Yes.
It is only God that will forgive them. But another thing is that Biafra will have their laws.
Okay.
Biafra law will take its course on those who have killed. But personally, as the leader of this particular Biafra liberation, I can never forgive anybody that have ordered the killing of Biafrans. Thank you. And I believe this particular response will address a lot of things. I don't need to go into the elaborating, but I will never forgive. Biafra law may forgive them, sentencing them to prison or whatever. But personally, as the piloter or the pilot of this particular movement, I will never forgive.
Thank you, my PM. My PM, we have only 2 hands left. Should we take these 2 hands and then it will be all?
Go ahead.
Okay. Obi Biafra, you take your question, and then after you, Chidera, and that will be it for the night. Obi Biafra, please.
Hello. Hello.
Please
Go ahead and
Obi
speak. We are
Biafra,
saying
please.
hello, hello. Are you making calls? Go ahead and speak.
All right. I want to know if I'm coming out clear.
Please, you have 60 seconds.
It's
Please go
okay.
ahead.
Okay. All right. Mazi Simon, good evening, sir. I want to thank you for your wonderful work. Kabiama will bless you. My question goes like this. We all know very well that we have a lot of Biafras in different parts of the world that are in different prisons in different parts of the world. And why I'm asking this question is because one of my bro that is in the prison is the one that tell me to ask you this question: how Biafra government is going to help them out, because a lot of our people are in prison because of Nigerian passport. So my question is, how are we going to help Biafrans that are in different part of detention, mostly in diaspora? How are we going to help them to come back home when Biafra is declared? Because some of them have many years.
Thank you very much. First of all, Biafra government will help those whose right has been abused in their different country of location. But what we cannot do is when you are living in a country and you commit crime, and then you expect Biafra government to go and interfere in the law of another man's country. It doesn't work like that. We're going to provide you the country that you need, the job that you don't have before in Nigeria, and you don't have any reason to go to another country or to commit crime in the first place. So you have a good society to live in, you have security, you have job, you have government protection and national insurance. So with that, you don't have the reason to go to another country and not talk of committing crime. Your brother I want you to tell your brother that we have had people from prison making donation to Biafra liberation, not minding and asking what Biafra will do to them, but what they are going to do to Biafra. So he's not the only person that is in prison today. I have had in the last few fundraising where somebody come to announce that somebody is making donation from prison, because the person knows that when Biafra come, his life can never remain the same. So he is supporting Biafra struggle from prison. And I asked the person, did you say this person is supporting from prison? He said, yes, our brother is in prison and is making donation. So your brother should emulate that, not coming to ask what Biafra would do after he commit crime in a country. And then you want us to come there and fight for him. We don't do that. Let him live a good life and not spoil the image of Biafra. Because everything you are seeing, even though under Nigeria, if you go to his name, his Igbo name, they say it's a Biafra. Nigeria have done this thing and compel people to go into crime in different countries. But when they commit this crime, their name is not Obafemi, their name is not Muhammad, their name is Okechukwu, Nkem Delema and all that. When they come back to Nigeria, they say it's from Igbo. Igbo is Biafra. And those people from Nigeria that are running abroad are all Biafrans. And they say you are the one committing crime, doing this and doing that. They use it to mock us. So we are changing this narrative. and changing every mentality that is coming from Nigeria. It is not only what Biafra will do for you. What are you going to do for Biafra? We have seen people living by example, supporting the Biafra liberation from prison. And that person have not come and sent a message to me to say, are you going to release me when Biafra come? Because it is something that should be known by every reasonable person that once Biafra come, it can never remain the same. So our liaison offices will swing into action to seek real justice to those we feel that they are right and the due process was not followed, or their rights were deprived, or they did not have a very good representation. And then if those that we see that there is nothing can be done, we monitor them until when they are released, we put them to rehabilitation camp in Biafra land. The government will train them and make sure they never go back to crime. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, my PM. That was a very, very deep one and very, very elaborate. The last question for tonight goes to Mazi Chidera. Chidera, you're the last person. Please make it count.
Okay, all right. Good evening, my Prime Minister. Good evening, Mazi Sussex. Mazi Van Van Van, I greet you. Am I coming out?
Go ahead, please.
All right. My Prime Minister is me, Mazi Chidera. I want to ask this question about this data collection. Is it available for little babies like months old or some weeks old that some even paying their liberation task? So I want to ask this question, and one more question again. In the issue of this prototype of development of a state or a city in the state, is it possible for the state to go for a kind of a seminar with the state minister, the urban state minister, to know the kind of prototype of the states and some other structural development in each state within Biafra land? So that's one. And I want to make this suggestion again concerning this database collection. I've made the suggestion before concerning how to, take the how do I put it, the evangelism to its basis, like kind of spreading it on the radio, even through the market chairman, the churches, and the rest of them.
Bobby Bodalo Lilne no Kunisi, Venezuela na Mbosinketa na Igbo media. I say now ya duru nchari na mma. Dịka ị nụrụ ya bụ ife akọwagasị n'ilu akwụkwọ a gbasata ekpele dị iche iche, ekpukpe dị iche iche ka ndị Igbo si ekpe. So ga-efi nwere ike gbasata maka ya bụ ife ndị nụgasị ka o si wee dị n'ilu akwụkwọ, gwa ya ife i chere n'ụdị nke gị n'obi gị, chịkọọ mmụọ gị, chịkọọ uche gị ọfụma, gwa ya ife i chere gbasata maka ya bụ ife akọwagasị n'ilu akwụkwọ a. Daalụ dị n'elu ụmụnne m kwuru si na-esoro anyị, ngwa nke mesịa nọ.